Jizeed goes to the grocery store to pick up some way back. Upon arrival he sees some balloons and decides to see if they can hold up his 75-pound body weight. Then he floats up to the ceiling and the balloons pop and Jizeed lands on a cart that careens into an aisle of chips, and of course the chips cause a customer to slide into a slippery zone of the aisle, causing him to fall to the floor, which thereby Jizeed decides to check out the lobsters at the fish tank, which in turn causes him to pull out a puppet and scare the lobsters.
Oh, look at that ugly one through the glass. It's so big and scary.
Then the lobsters are terrified and break out through the glass, causing them to fall to the floor.
Can I help you? Hey, I'm gonna get you.
Then Jizeed runs into the boys' bathroom and sees a vent. Jizeed climbs up it to get away from the angry custodian. The Jizeed climbs a urinal and walks through the vents to get away. Then he falls and lands nearly almost on top of the custodian bitch, and she mops up the floor with him. Then she shoves his face in the mop, and then a vent cover lands on her head so Jizeed has time to get away. Then he falls onto an umbrella and slides in to some boxes of cereal, and the umbrella lands on the janitor. Then Jizeed slits on the nuttos and lands on a cart, catapulting him down the aisle with the janitor chasing after him. Then one of the lobster lands on the custodian's face and Jizeed hides in the fruit. But then Jizeed notices the big banana mantled on top. So Jizeed rides it hoping the custodian won't see him. Then she does, and grabs hold of the banana, and the weight can't support the wire on Jizeed and the banana goes crashing onto the floor. Then Jizeed hides in the freezer. Then the janitor sees him in the freezer. The Jizeed takes a blow to the face. Then another. For a time it looked kinda like when Danny Phantom battles the ghost fungus, with his face swishing side to side just like an old fungus might. Then Jizeed shoves some bottles of toothpaste in his mouth and he sprays the custodian. Then he runs and lands into a gumball machine. Then the gum rolls across the floor and the custodian trips on the walls and falls, while Jizeed slips and lands onto a rolling cart and lands into toilet paper and crashes back into the bathroom, where he feels safe for a time. Then notices he's not alone, and the janitor shoves his head in the head and gives him a swirly, and then shoves the mop in his mouth and pours tinsel into his face, and Jizeed slides away from the dirty wet mop and heads for the exit, narrowly escaping death from the custodian. Then Jizeed trips over the balloons and gets back home to Matiga.
Do you have this way back, Jizeed?
Oh, I forgot. I guess I'll have to go back to the start.